A European Union document released Thursday has said that funds and economic resources to Russian banks can be released after having determined that such funds or economic resources are necessary for the purchase, import, or transport of agricultural and food products, including wheat and fertilizers. Essentially, this loosening of sanctions means that banks can now process payments to Russian state-owned entities engaged in the trade of food and fertilizers. These changes are part of the latest round of sanctions initiated by the EU called the Maintenance and Alignment Package, released on Thursday. This move from the EU is significant given the current food crisis the world finds itself in. According to estimates, nearly 25 million tons of wheat, barley, and corn are currently stuck in Ukraine's blockaded ports. After the harvest season, there could be 60 million tons of grain stuck in Ukraine. As a result, global food prices have been soaring, while grain shortages are leading to a food crisis globally. While the EU is exempting sanctions on Russian banks to make global trade of food and fertilizers easier, it is simultaneously increasing other sanctions on Moscow. Sberbank, a state-owned bank in Russia, which is also the largest lender in the country, is part of the latest round of sanctions imposed on the country by the EU. The sanctions will freeze Sberbank's assets in the EU region. Further, any trade of gold and other jewelry is also prohibited in this latest round of sanctions. According to latest reports, in a significant update, a deal between Russia and Ukraine to resolve the Black Sea port blockade could be signed later Friday. This could potentially free up the export of the millions of tons of grain that is rotting in Ukraine's blockaded ports, an essential moment to solve the global food crisis if the deal is signed. Moving to the battlefield, the ISW reports Russian forces conducted an unsuccessful ground attack north of Kharkiv city. Russian forces also conducted a limited ground attack in Kherson Oblast. The ISW assesses that the current Russian operational tempo is not markedly different from the pace of Russian offensive operations during the official Russian operational pause, and Russian forces are unlikely to be able to take significant ground in the coming weeks, the ISW assesses. For The Print, this is Suchet Vir Singh. For more, log on to theprint.in.